All right. Welcome everybody to another edition of Late Tackle. Yes, I'm your host T Got from Sports Down the Middle and from Eddie Vision. Yeah, a brother from another mother, Eddie Guna. Eddie, what's going on?
Yeah. We're back again. Back again.
Definitely. Now we're here with another one. You know, you can catch us here in the YouTube space every Saturday for an edition of Late Tackle. You understand? We'll talk about some interesting topic. You understand? This evening we're supposed to get a special guest. When I call him, he was I don't know if he'll be able to get on, but if he's not here this evening, definitely next week. You understand? But let me wait and see what is going on. But Eddie, a lot of things been happening locally. You understand? Also internationally, and the JFF just give the here review report. You understand? They said a lot of things, a lot of interesting things may affect the YouTubers in coming years. We're going to talk about that. You understand? Because we don't know the fine details. You understand? Also, certain ballers get some club and I play some football. You understand? Will this affect them from getting coming into the side because they are playing good? So, yeah, man. And also overseas, some of the ballers of overseas still playing good. You understand? Some ballers still injured. You hear that Mikel Antonio is out and he's asking where is he at and stuff like that. A lot of interesting stuff been happening, you understand, around the football. But we're here to talk about it, you understand, discuss it and see what is going on. Eddie, how your weekend's been going on, man? Tell me.
Not a bad week, but not a good Saturday. Because Arsenal.
I don't want to talk about that, you know, because City been losing left, right, and center. City been losing left, right, and center. You understand? They've been losing. And come Sunday, they have Man U. So we don't know we don't know what we're going to get. You understand? We don't know what we're going to get. So, all right, a draw. We are lose. You understand? We just lose get that Juventus. Juventus not playing the football at all.
The draw come like a loss.
Yeah, you understand? Juventus come like an artist and they meet with two.
So we not even decorate the set. We not send a Christmas something. We're going to take it next week.
Not next week, that man.
We not decorate the set. We not decorate the set.
Yeah, next week. Yeah. Next week we put on the Christmas hat and all them same thing there, you know. Next week we get the decoration. Yeah. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. You understand?
Big up.
All right, so big up everybody in the comment section. Mr. Roy Campbell, big up yourself. You understand? Ricardo Baggio, big up yourself. You understand? Remember, want to come in, whenever you're watching Eddie Vision or Sports Tournament, please hit that like, subscribe button. You understand? The thumbs up like this, just hit that like button so people know that Eddie Vision and Sports DTM, T got Eddie making nice over this side so the video can share. You understand? And people can watch. You understand? They also can join the discussion. So big up yourself, Badger. Big up yourself. You understand? Please, people, hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. You understand? If you want to share to the family, yeah, man, share. No problem. Share to the family. Share to the friends. You understand? T-Gat and Eddie over here making a lot of noise, having a good discussion. You understand? We're going to talk about some football. You understand? Locally. First of all, let us say congratulations to Cavaliers football team. You understand? They really put in the Jamaica club on the map right now. You understand? People been looking into the Jamaica JPL and see that there's something good happening. Cavaliers putting them on the map by winning the club championship. Yeah, man, the CONCACAF championship in the Caribbean, right, Eddie? In the Caribbean?
Yeah, the Caribbean, CONCACAF Caribbean Cup.
Yeah, Caribbean CONCACAF Cup. Cavaliers FC, they won it. You understand? They won it. Now they are on their way. They're in the quarterfinal. Yeah, in the quarterfinal.
Round of 16. No man, round of 16.
Round the quarterfinal, brother. Round of 16 and quarterfinal. After the round of 16, no, the semifinal.
No, brother.
And I said go.
No, round of 16, quarterfinal, semifinal.
All right, fine. They had a round of 16. Let me know.
So them get a bye. So them not have to play in the first round.
All right, they have to play the first round.
Because they won the final. So
they won the final. Yeah, I know that.
Straight into the round of 16.
All right, fine. Tell me the round of 16. I thought it was quarterfinal. But anyway, they're into the round of 16. So big up yourself, Mr. Rudolph Speid, the coach. You understand? And the man who are on the Cavaliers FC, Mr. Rudolph Speid. Big him up.
Them get some money. Them win some money too.
Yeah, let's jump up. When start watching people play money, man. They're not expenditure. They're not expenditure. But about expenditure.
You know, them have to pay them way.
Yeah.
The competition.
Yeah, me never have to pay them way.
It's a risk. It's a risk. Them have to pay for them flight and everything. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a risk. You understand? And sponsors and
hotel and all them something.
Most people are owe. Most people are owe.
Them get sponsor from Babsy. Babsy give them a little thing to help out.
Yeah, but you understand? Debt have to pay. Yeah, debt have to pay. You understand? People have to get paid. You understand? Staff have to get paid. But it's a good look for them.
Players have to get paid.
It's a good look for them. Not only that, they move on to the round of 16. You understand? That as the thumbnail will say big Messi. You understand? So what does this mean? Is them are play Messi? Eddie, go to that part. Tell them other part.
Well, all right now. So Messi will be playing up against Sporting Kansas City.
Nice.
So it'll be an MLS clash between Inter Miami and Kansas City. Right? Kansas City finished dead second to last in the Western Conference. Because the MLS is split up in between Eastern Conference and Western Conference.
Yes.
So true. Inter Miami actually won the Eastern Conference, some 70 points. Kansas finished second to last over the West with some 30 points. So there's a big gap. And also, Inter Miami have won the last 2 games versus Kansas City. Okay. So we don't see this changing going forward. Okay. They won the last 2 games and 3-2.
Yeah, but let me throw a bunker in tonight. But Inter Milan play up and down too. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. Sometimes they play some game with the shall win and sometimes they lose. So it's not a guarantee. You understand? Remember,
overall.
Yeah, but remember, so football they eat and nobody yard, We respect that who is the guy. You understand? We see some local team beat up some big team. So you can't say because Messi. You understand?
We don't expect this to happen.
No, football. When it comes on to football, I always expect the unexpected. Yeah, because Inter Miami, they have not won the MLS yet, and they have Messi 2 years now.
Yeah,
what you have to say about that?
And they have Suarez.
Red Bull just all right. So them team is not a good team, a great team as well project. They have not yet won the MLS. Red Bull just kicked them in the face a while ago. Put them in their mouth. You understand?
What is that team that has done well in this competition?
Yeah, but
move forward. So we expect them to at least them have to pass the first round.
Yeah, them have to pass the first round. Well, yeah.
Which means they will have to beat Kansas City.
Yeah. But and Kansas City can come with a low game and score one and just drop everybody in the box. You understand?
We kind of looking forward already. We kind of right off Kansas City. Although you say it's still possible, but we kind of looking forward.
Yeah.
To the big clash.
But see, if we said last year, if Cavaliers beat Cincinnati.
But you know the difference, you know the difference.
There's the difference. I never wait. That's exactly the difference. I never wait.
Difference win a game to play.
Yeah. But Messi win a game to play them. You understand? It's kind of tricky, Messi now have to play a game to get to them. The last season, Cavaliers has to play a game to get to Inter. You understand? But no, Messi now play a game to get to them.
So it was meant to be. It was meant to be. 2 years running.
Yeah, but the greatest thing, what we have on the thumbnail is, will Messi come to Jamaica to play? Because I mentioned this So a co-worker of mine, he run a podcast. He was, if you guys remember, my last stream with United States versus Jamaica, he was on it. You understand, Fabi, and he run a podcast for AC Milan. He's a big AC Milan fan. You understand, and he run a podcast. And I was saying to him that, hey, Messi is coming to Jamaica to play a team named Cavaliers. Mr. Cavaliers, the basketball team. Like, no, man, I have a football team named Cavaliers. So Messi is coming to play Cavaliers. He must say, wait, not on that pitch. So, Eddie, exactly. Do you think, that's he was like, not on that pitch. Do you think that Messi is going to come to Jamaica, to play on that pitch?
Well, the issue, is the pitch, as I pointed out. What I think we can do, the stadium will be under construction, redevelopment. I think we should take a look at the pitch in terms of resurfacing the pitch they got.
Yeah.
Not only for Messi, but also for the reggae boys and the reggae girls and whoever will be playing on the pitch that time of year. Again, champs going to come up. April time, you're going to have champs. So the field will be a little bit damaged, but these games will be played before champs. So let us get the stadium in order so that Messi have all the chances of coming here. So that will lie now on the JPL and the JFF to try to put something together. Because if they want to make the money to get, you have to put in the investment in the pitch. Put in some form of investment so you can get the team coming full strength. You get a full strength team.
Definitely.
Come into play, and then you'll have the turnout. You understand? Because you don't want to advertise a Messi, and then when fans turn up, there's no Messi. Messi not even on the bench.
Yeah, because the last time Jamaica play Argentina.
Messi never start.
Yeah, Messi never. Everyone was wondering if Messi was coming. You understand? And Messi didn't start, and then Messi came on and scored that wonderful free kick. You understand? But even that Messi was supposed to come, because I was at the game. You understand? In the media, he was supposed to come in the team zone. Messi didn't come out. Everybody away. I know Messi. You understand? I know Messi was supposed to come out. Messi didn't come out now. Yeah.
He have a style for dodge.
Yeah, Messi didn't come out. Messi, what is this? Messi, I don't want to see these people. What are you talking about? Bless up yourself. Early B, and also bless up yourself, Jason Guna TV, Jason Virgin. Respect. Bless up yourself.
But will the second leg be played at the National Stadium?
Well, that's
the case now.
Yeah.
It'd be more likely for Messi to, especially if the tie is close.
No, you hit that. No, you said something interesting. No, you said something interesting. If the tie is close, so if Cavaliers go to America and they pick up a good 4.
6 love. So they pick up 6 love. There's no need for Messi to travel now.
Yeah, there's no need. So I best be playing the first leg at Kingston.
Yeah, I will need to check it. See the second leg is in Kingston, just like our attack.
Yeah, it is.
So that's even more pressure now on Cavaliers to keep the tie alive.
Yeah, for Messi
have to keep the tie alive.
Yeah,
lose one love or so, or win. Definitely. It cannot be.
Yeah,
coming back to Kingston 4 love, 5 love down.
Yeah, because
it
makes sense.
Mr. Speid.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Speid. All right. So,
well, I see the thing about it right now, as you see, the fan base. Cavaliers have a lot of fans, but Cavalier fans are internet.
Let me ask you, which part? Which part the fans in there?
Yo, Cavalier fans are on the internet. But
virtual.
Look, you're virtual. Yeah, they're virtual. That was the exact word I was. They're virtual. So to get these people out, you understand, to get the Jamaican public out, would have to try to bring Messi. You understand? Yeah, definitely try to bring Messi. You understand? Because Cavaliers fans can't full up bleachers. You understand? I'm sorry, the fans can't full up bleachers.
You mean Messi fans? The aim is to get the Messi fans, not necessarily the Cavaliers fans.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Cavaliers fans in general. You understand? Yeah. They can't full up bleachers. You understand? So we definitely want some people come out. So the Messi fans. So definitely if Messi will be coming to Jamaica, yeah, it would be a sight, because a lot of people have not seen Messi play. Thank God was good to me, so I could see him twice. I saw Argentina play twice. As I said, when Jamaica played Argentina, I was at the match, and also when Argentina played Chile in the
Remember, as you know, I'm not a Messi lover, so
yeah, I'm an Argentina fan. So
yeah,
when
so
Argentina,
when Argentina, it's not a big deal.
when Argentina play Chile in the Copa America, I was also there. You understand? So I was also supposed to go to the semi-final game. At the quarterfinal game, I get to go to the semi-final game, but it was in Miami.
How big would this be for the JPL and Cavaliers?
Big things. Big things. Big things. You understand? And if Cavaliers can go to the first leg and put up a good performance, a great performance, a 1-1, 1-love. If they draw the match, all right, they get a 1-love. You understand? It'll be so good for the Cavaliers football team and Mr. Speid. You understand? Because people will be looking at and say, wow, they draw with Inter Miami, or Inter Miami just barely squeeze past them 1-0. You understand? So the man say, wait, ball are there Jamaica. We could go to Jamaica and say what is going on. First of all, they're going looking at the league and they're going to look where Cavaliers is in the league. And then right now, Cavaliers not on top because Cavaliers have some gaming on.
They have some gaming on, yeah.
So on top, you have the Mount Pleasant and you have the Arnett guys and stuff like that. They're not say, wait, we could take a look on them team now. You understand? Because we see what going on Mount Pleasant, we could see what going on Arnett. You understand? Who they are third, who they are fourth. You understand? Because they must be doing something right for the on top. You understand? So it would be a good thing, a good look for the JPL balance to get into the MLS. You understand? I know people will be watching them. So if Cavaliers can put up a good performance, you understand? The JPL need for back Mr. Speid right now because trust me, it could open up doors to them. You understand? Yeah. What's late tackle? Anybody who play the JPL, any coaches out there, the managers out there watching the late tackle. You understand? This is our thing to you. This match between Inter, if Inter go down there, this match between Inter Miami and Cavaliers could open opportunity for your club. You understand? You understand? Now if you just go on, know it's on a rivalry, just go on back Cavaliers. Just pray that Cavaliers do good in the first leg. So the second leg coming into Jamaica, yeah man, people might come and say the league are going good. So yeah man.
But, definitely. All right. There's something that person's not looking at in a Tiga.
Right.
In the first leg, yesterday we all talking about Messi.
Yeah.
And you know the Cavalier players, they want to play against Messi as well.
Right.
So it's a dream for everybody, including the players, which should be rivals, should be enemies, so to speak.
Right.
Everybody would want to take a picture with Messi. So it's the fanboy behavior. All the players now are going to get over that. You see them idol. Them starstruck. Them are going to see them idol. Them are going to watch Messi on the field. And them duty.
No. First of all, that is a good point.
Everybody watch Messi.
Yeah. First of all, that's a good point. But when it comes on to Jamaicans, all right, it's a good point. But when it comes on to Jamaicans are easy starstruck. Jamaicans love to prove. So the mago wants them better than Messi. So man, I'm running hard for Messi. Right now.
You mean them not go tackle Messi?
Yeah, man.
Go tackle Messi.
No, man, I'm tackle Messi hard. Messi don't have his sheriff. Sheriff name again. Play for Argentina.
My boy.
My boy name again. My boy name. Oh,
DePaul.
Messi don't have his sheriff, DePaul, for back him right now. You understand? So, I'm sorry for Messi because we are Jamaicans and we love to prove. You understand? So we better than certain people and man are going to run in hard. You understand? Man are going to tackle hard. So I'm sorry for Messi. You understand? I'm sorry for Messi.
We don't easily start.
Yeah, we don't easily start. Yeah. But no, yeah. So
but you're going to have them fighting over the jersey and him. So that's a given.
Yeah, definitely.
Nobody don't want Suarez jersey.
But guess what? Some of the UCL ballers are on a break.
USL, yeah.
USL ballers on a break. And I think they can get a little part-time contract with Cavaliers.
Oh, now the January window. No. Oh, you're saying that a little loan.
Yeah, a little loan. You understand? Yeah. Maggie, where you there? You understand? Son, link up with that Speid. You understand? That Speid.
Yes. You sure if Speid was Maggie?
I'm just saying. I would just say them Speedy. Link up with Mr. Speid. Definitely. All right. So back to some comments. Richard Stewart about JP players are going overseas and come right back. These current players in the JPs doesn't have football. Oh my God! Why you say that?
Most of them.
Well, yes, yeah, that is true. Most of them, but it's an opportunity. Richard, we can't say it's an opportunity. You understand? We can't say it's not an opportunity. It's an opportunity, and it's a good opportunity.
We still have to try to send them out.
Yeah, we still have to send them out. You understand? One must can go and do something. We still have to send them out. We can't write out to all of them. We still have to send out them and hopefully one of them might get a break.
Mr. Ricketts in the review say him kind of sorry say we never get to push more players overseas.
So
one of his disappointments.
So how would he do that? How would he push?
No, as the man say,
explain.
Me know where I try. As in, he wants the local players matriculate to get in foreign contracts. Basically, that he wants to say.
But how him not do that?
Him can't really control that or determine.
Him can't control that. Players have to make their own destinies when it comes to football.
Him say more.
You understand? What he can do, Mr. Ricketts, what you can do, you can get overseas big coaches from overseas or retired coaches from overseas. You understand? Get a club, get a where the brother used to quote Arsenal name again, a Wenger. You understand? Get those people come down here to do a forum or something. That's what they need to do. Or some camp, some coaching camp. And that they need to do. And that the JFF need to invest. Get some of these coaches overseas that retire. You understand? I know good football. Get them to come in and do some coaching camp. So the coaches in Jamaica can learn something. So they can put it to them players. So when these players go there, they can, get contract overseas. That's all I can say.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Well, them probably are going another route because they might try to get the coaches certified.
No, but if
they might try to get them A license and all of that.
No, but you see the thing about it, these coaches are trying to get certified. We have a problem with this. It is good. But these coaches are trying to get certified from coaches that coach in the Caribbean. You understand? They have
so who come down going to the coaching?
Then I see him.
The European.
No,
the European people come now. Oh shit. You're right. Because sometimes Speid I got coach other people. I teach other people. You're right. Sometimes I just see him a coach I'm gonna teach other.
Yeah. So that's about. So when these players go into the European market with a Caribbean experience and they can't, oh, you make it out, Rasta. No, oh, you don't make it out. Why you want? Yeah. Then we go Trinidad side. Then we go Guyana and make a Guyanese side. Then we go Barbados and make a Barbadian side. But when they're going to the European market, brother, forget sell. They can't decide because guess what? They now that experience, they now that development. So they need to get some coaches overseas to come and do these programs out here. The Caribbean coaches are not them.
But remember, say initially at the overseas coach them come. So them teach one set and then that set they have to go teach everybody else.
Yeah, that don't make
Are the same knowledge?
No, and I
same knowledge.
No, some of them when they get the information. Some of them when they get it, some of them will get the information the coaches might say, this is an example. The coaches might say, all right, go left, turn right, go left, go up the road, and then down the road, and then they meet the goal. When them look on it, them say, oh, you don't have to go left and you go up the road and down the road. We can just go up the road and we still attain a goal. So somebody step them, they might cut out somebody step them because they might think that they step them too long. You get my point? So even when the foreign coach have come across,
see, no, but in a writing, in
there's a lot of
something in a writing.
Hold on, man. Listen, hold on, man. All right, let me get my experience. Yeah, just gonna hold my question about. Let me get my experience. I'm into classes already. I went on classes already, right? We went on classes already and then teach, right? And they were done teach, it's a long road, blah, blah, blah. And then them decide if they don't get it. Some people decide to have a different class. And they say, oh, that version is too long. There's a shorter way to do it. You understand? They now go by the original way. They start a new class and start teach us a shorter way to do it. So that is always good. Sometimes some people see some things and think say, okay, we don't have to do this to get to the goal. There's a different way to get to the goal. And guess what? Certain things drop out. You understand? Certain things drop out. I see them, so they might teach Jamaican people them some things and they might say, okay, we don't have to do this. We can't do this and get the same, same thing. I'm just assuming.
You don't know.
Yes, I'm just assuming. But me personally, in my opinion, I rather see the overseas coaches them come and teach a Jamaican coach. You understand? That I rather see. Instead of the same Jamaican coach.
If the Jamaican coach them learn it and cannot teach it, them not learn it, then it don't make no sense.
No, but the thing about hold on. But this is ironic. Because some of these people them will even learn it. If they give them a sign for coach, and then coach decide that side can't go to win out some money now, they go to class and beat them up, But I like to see them same coaches there.
Yeah, but you have to look at the squad. Just mean say you gotta get the license.
Yo!
And you start winning. Mean that you got.
But I like to see some of them teachers the way I teach, get one of them JPL team there and coach them. All right, so Jason Guna said if the Jamaican coaches then can educate them, use them because they bring in the coaches from overseas, it will rise the cost of the course automatically.
Yeah, these courses are not free to get.
Yeah.
So when you fly down the white man, become conduct the courses, you have to pay him.
But it's that investment.
Yeah, but then
you have to look at hold
on. Say them cannot afford the $3,000 whatever amount of US.
No, but hold on.
So you're going to get less of them to do the course.
Hold on, I understand that. Hold on, but they have to these coaches have to understand that it's an investment. When you get this education, and then you go to your club and you pass on that education, and one individual. What are the enemy we talking about?
The club can't even pay them.
Hold on, man. I'm saying it's an investment. Go to them and get some sponsor. And say, when one individual get it, and that individual can perform, and him perform good at a club level, and a different club spot him and then get by overseas, and the rewards that you reap. You understand? A reward that you reap.
The club is like you are work somewhere, you have a doctorate. Right?
All right. So
your employer cannot pay you.
Jason, you have full up the type.
Them cannot pay you for it.
All right, Jason, you pull up the type. Jason, what are they? Jason, pull up the type. Come on, Jason. See the thing there. Come on. Oh, I wrong thing that.
That's not.
Yeah, the thing. Let me send the thing. Well, let me send the thing to Jason. Jason, pull up the thing. Jason, pull up the thing. Jason, pull it up. Jump on, Jason.
Why
jump on?
Why if you jump on?
Eh?
I said, why if you jump on?
Oh, yes. All right, there we go. There you go. Our guest has arrived. People, the one and only, the general. My friend, I'm a friend, my friend, Mr. Rudolph Speid, the coach for Cavaliers, and also the owner still, and the manager for Cavaliers.
Get it post right. Get the post right.
Yeah, that's that. So the big man. All right, sir. Welcome, Mr. Speid. The coach. I just address you as coach right now, and then you can fill me in everything. You hear me, Mr. Speid?
Yes, thanks for having me. I am the sporting director at Cavalier.
The sporting director. All right, big up yourself.
Yeah.
All right, first of all, sir. First of all, I want to congratulate you. You understand, for putting club football, Jamaica club football back on the map, and everybody is looking in. You understand, and the Jamaican football. We were off, but you came, you're determined. I talked to you plenty of time. I've talked to you on a lot of shows. I say you are doing a great job when you come on to the club with Cavaliers, winning the league with young players. You understand? Now you win the Caribbean Cup. You understand? With young players, you always strive for excellence, always strive to go on top. So first of all, Sport DTM and individual like to congratulate you on your latest achievement. You understand? So the big test is Kansas City or Inter Miami. Who you want?
I really don't play God with football. Anybody come, but the truth is, it will be our dream. All the players dream that they want to play against, that great man.
Yeah,
so yeah, there's a preference.
All right, can I ask you a question, Mr. Speid? Because we were talking about this before you joined. Do you see it as maybe a distraction or a negative that all your players, respect and admire Messi, and you might not get that same amount of aggression and commitment from the players?
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's true, because they all believe that different people is the GOAT. So I don't know what is true there. One thing I know, from these players are 15, from 12, 13-year-old, one thing is on their mind whenever we touch the pitch, and it's to win. That is what I'm sure of. I don't have to guess or spell it. No matter who we're playing against, we have never had the best team. We have never had the most money. We had never had the best hotel. We had never had the best transportation. But once we touch that pitch, there's just one thing on our players' mind: how to win. I expect that to continue.
Definitely. That's a good look. Go ahead.
Speaking about the pitch, since you mentioned the pitch, that's a major discussion, a major topic for us. The state of the National Stadium pitch. Can you guarantee that the pitch will be in a good enough condition so that we can attract these players? These players can feel comfortable coming to play the second leg.
I have to answer for you. First of all, I don't have nothing to do with the pitch. So
nothing.
Whatever the pitch is, that's what. No, I'm not going to waste my time. I know what I'm going to spend in my time doing. I have a game to win. So I'm not going to be fixing any pitch. That's not my problem. But I must tell you that the stadium is better than all the other pitches that I've played in the Caribbean.
Wow.
So I can tell you that for a fact.
Wow.
I mean, we have gone to other teams and other countries and play on pitches that, they're like our training pitch, basically, where the match is playing. So I am not buying that one. And I have seen their synthetic pitches all over the Caribbean, and the one at the JFF Technical Center is far superior to all of them that I've played on those. And I have been playing on these pitches for the last 3 years. So I'm not buying that one. The stadium has a problem, because some of the time when it's overused, when you run on it dig out a patch, or when you turn sharp. So that is a problem which they need to fix. But I'm not buying the rest of it. The stadium, as far as I'm concerned, is much better. I've seen pitches that Inter Miami has played on in the USA, and you see the dirt. So I'm not buying that one. And I see the great man on it. I'm not buying that one.
Definitely. Mr. Speid, when I'm talking about pitches, that this can be an advantage for the Jamaican team, for the Cavaliers team. You understand? This can be an advantage, you understand? Because them know
No. If you notice something about Cavalier, where you probably don't know any other team, we spend the money and play on the best pitches. Stadium East and Sabina Park. No, we not subscribe to that either.
So is that Mr. Speed? I see the last time when they down Dominica to play the match, them have firecracker all about and disturb, you know, and you couldn't sleep. So why it can't be an advantage for you, so you can win the match? Forgot move.
But me no business with firecracker either. A whole heap of other things happen. What them do? They put us on a training pitch and baseball a fly over the thing. Them never make up train on the pitch. Who business with those things? Those things, me tell us that my team is backladen. We don't care what you do. You're lucky. You're on your one. And one thing we know, when we touch a pitch, we are give it all we got.
Definitely.
How important is it to be in the tie in the second leg?
Oh,
last year, we you know what happened last year?
Well, last year we were out of our depth for a number of reasons, right? And again, you might, if you understand football politics, it's dangerously biased towards teams that they think make the most money in football. It might not even look like. For instance, we had to go and play the match in a temperature below 0. And they put the match at 9, I think it's 9 o'clock. So they might tell you, say, okay, it's cool here, but it's not even cool at 9, but that's where you're playing. The Jamaica match was played at 9 o'clock in the night, so they don't have to, you know, the heat is not so much on them. Those are not things that happen by coincidence, you know. I know, right? But also because we were the lowest ranked team in the competition, we had to play one of the highest ranked team in the competition from jump. So that again was a problem. There was a gap and we just couldn't make up. This year, we're closer. We know what the gap is and we're closer to dealing with it. So if you look at our progression, the first year we didn't even go to the semi-final in the Caribbean Cup. The second year we went to the final. The third year we win. We know there's gaps and we're working at them. So we have 3 months to work at this gap. We will look at the team that we're going to be playing against and we'll have a plan.
Are you happy with the squad? Will you be looking to both at the side in the window?
I will, but the first question that may answer you. Look, you see, my job as a coach is to find a player that is better than every player that I have on the pitch. Their job is to make sure I don't find anybody. So I'm never ever happy with that squad. Never ever.
Even after winning that final?
No, my job is to find somebody better than everybody who play. That's my job. Their job is to make sure I don't find anybody. So them have a job and me have a job. I am never happy. I always want to do better and better. I'm never happy.
Where were you during the draw? And were you, praying for a tie like this?
No, I wasn't praying, but I wanted it from last year.
Yeah. And it's funny how it worked out. I was talking to Tigat about it earlier.
Yeah.
You guys had to win to face Messi. I know Messi have to win to face you guys. So it's funny how things work out.
Look, you know that Cavalier was the one who carried Pele to Jamaica.
Yes, I learned that. Yes, I learned that. I learned that this week.
I heard that from Leader. Yeah,
I learned that this week from Leader.
So unfortunately, again, we are the one carrying Messi now. Really good for us.
Definitely. Good look for it's a good look for the team.
But it's going to be a win-win for you, though, Mr. Speid, regardless of the results.
No, that's where you're wrong now. Because yes, there's a financial reward. No, it's not a win for me if I don't win. Look, you guys, it's too zeroing on this Messi thing, All I'm zeroing on, there's a way to beat him and I have to try and find it.
Okay. So, but you don't start the preparations for Messi, obviously, because you're going to have to wait still until you beat Kansas City.
I will start to track him and the other team, both of them. Just cursory, not in that detail, but I'll have 2 weeks to put together the plan.
But well on the as well, Jason Guna did say, they say Santos man said them bring Pele. Other one to go. I think we did hear that, when I was growing up, Mr. Speid. Say Santos they bring Pele.
You mean Pele used to play for one team named Santos? Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, God.
Yeah, it has been easy, you know. All right, so that's answer the question, people.
You guys have any question for Mr. Speid? You can
Yeah,
drop it in the comment
yeah,
section.
no, don't get it twisted. All right, so in what area you think you'll be booting your team for this for the incoming year, January window coming, Mr. Speed? What area you think you're weak in?
I'm not really weak. It's just reinforcement. Some of the time when I make and depends on what happened because I have Barrett now. I have Ray John Reed who has been back. We didn't have them before. So some good players has come back. So I have Gooden and I have J. Light Smith, players who were not playing in the Caribbean Cup. So those players are also back. So I just need to assess and see where it's needed. But I still think I need two pieces. And I'm actually, there's one international player who is close to signing with us. Attacking international player. I don't want to tell his name.
Okay.
And I think I'm looking at defensive player again. It would be another international player. So those are the two pieces that I think I need for this tournament and also to try and retain the Premier League again. So those are what I'm looking at.
So talking about the whole there, anyone's talking from which country? You want to disclose that before I ask the next question?
No,
disclose that. All right. You're talking about the Premier League. I see some little thing going on in last week going on that you have some X amount of game in 2 weeks. You understand? And I'm saying to myself, Mr. Speed, if the league didn't make provision for teams who are playing outside of the competition to have, an amount of time to play the game, because what the team out of the company is building up the league. Because if a team like Cavaliers is going on and doing such good thing, winning the championship and then playing other sides, it's making the league look good. Why would they put in a spot that you have so many games in a little bit of time?
Why you just say is a fact. Jamaica's Premier League is now ranked above the Asian Premier League and Dominican Republic Premier League since we partake in this competition. Because every time you beat one of those teams, you get points. You get points.
More points.
So we are now ranked ahead of them based on what we did. So even the professional arm that look sponsorship, they use this as a type of ammunition. We actually kind of save them with this ammunition to say, listen, your short front is on ESPN, it's not like it's in Jamaica alone now, it's like, okay, it's all over the world. It's on the CONCACAF site. It's at least in all 41 CONCACAF nations. People watching the games because it's an international competition, which will continue when we go to the CONCACAF Club Championship. So, yes, it's not just a win for Cavalier here. It's a win for the league. It's a win for Jamaica football. It's a win for club. We always say we are the best in the Caribbean. It will be the first. Caribbean club is the number one club in the Caribbean. I've never known a Caribbean club to be the number one club in the rankings. So those are some of the things that it did for Jamaica. Now, the people who run competition, everybody always thinks that me run JFF. It's not true. I stay in my lane, technical, I'm do finance.
Right.
They don't understand what happened to a player who played day in, day out, like for 7 games straight within a 2, like a 14, 15, 16 day period. I mean, what it takes to run 90 minutes on your muscles, going full speed, recovery, we fly out and we have to fly back, all of those things. So them just do what them feel like, if you're technically, it is there in black and white. People have studied these things. When teams play so often, they lose. They just lose. Basically, they lose. Because they can't sustain that intensity so many times over a small period of time. So we asked them to postpone the games. I don't know them. When I talk to them, one at a time, them said them talk to my president. My president said, "Oh, I don't talk to them none at all." So it's not me them attack. So I don't know who them said them talk to.
Wow.
And then they haven't postponed the game. And then we have this game in Mobile, right? Which is just crazy on a Wednesday. Let me tell you what happened when you try drive from Ocho to Richmond, which is like, 6 miles? 2.5 hours. It'll take now in the festive season. 2.5 hours. Just imagine when we all reach Mobile. If you go through the one road of Mobile, or one road Mobile, if you go through it, That'll probably take us the next 5 hours. I don't know what's gonna happen. These people crazy, but I mean, them look like them not up to now. We write them again, and we're not getting a budget from them. So I don't.
Wow. Yeah, that
That's
is
a serious
ridiculous.
concern.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. You understand? And people are trying to make reference to the people in the EPL do it, but this is one team. People understand. One team I feel all of the brunt, which is the Cavaliers team. I've played so many games. They've played different teams, but these other team only playing one match, while the Cavaliers have played 2 to 3 matches.
Exactly.
So the burden is on Cavaliers.
Alone, because nobody is playing. Just one match is so we played Thursday, gone play on it, which is a hard match, right? Lot of strength running there. So Arnett played that match, but Arnett not playing Sunday. So we playing Chapitan Maroon, but then they didn't play Thursday and then not playing Wednesday. So we played Mobile Wednesday, but Mobile didn't play Thursday or Sunday. So you're right. It's just and then we have to play the next Sunday again now when the league resume normally. We have to play the next Sunday again.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy.
And that is after we played Bolines the Sunday before and Speid during the week before that. So it's just crazy. And then we had to travel, so so once you go up in the year and go up 30,000 feet, not care nobody tell you there's an effect. There's a half time.
Yes, there is.
Right. So that's it. And if them say we have to play, we just have to find our way. But we're really not organization.
Yeah, I was looking at the league. So frankly, I was looking at the league. I went on Google and I look at the league. And you guys, I see Mount Pleasant top there, whatever. But when I check the game in hand, if you guys win the game in hand, you guys top the league by 2 points and 1 point. If you win the game in hand, so guys, they were in a good state. But I didn't know the shorter time or not to play because I was second league and say Cavaliers that I think it was 6. You guys are in 6, right? No, right?
5th, no, 5th.
5th, right. When I was looking at you guys were in 6. So when I kept playing the game in hand, I see that you guys were back on the top and leading by at least 2 points or 1 point. So I said, okay, the Cavaliers will get back on top. But when last week now, I started hear the rumbling and stuff like that. I said, but no, man, this look like a setup. Mr. Speid, I'm going to put a rabbit out of a hat now to get back up on top, which is not fair. You understand?
You have to put it down to the planning. You have to put it down to the planning of the organizers. Maybe they didn't have it in the plan that they might have a team that.
No, that have to be Eddie. Me not go. And
maybe the bad weather or something. I don't know, but it should have been dealt with a little bit better. We have a lot of rains in that year, so. But that can affect the schedule.
No, but the other 2 weeks after that, there is no during the week game. So play one of them in that. Just give you one during the week rest. That's all we ask. We're not asking 2. Just give us one. Just stagger. Because for the rest of the year, there's no during the week match, So just give us one in one of those 2 weeks.
Definitely. Organizers out there listen to late tackle. Definitely get the team because they're not doing it. Although they're getting all the praise. Owen Hill. Although Cavaliers getting the praise, but it is open up door for more JPL teams. You understand? People are going to look in. So come on, man. Cut them some slack. Definitely. Cut them some slack. You understand? Because they're doing good. It's not like they're losing. They're doing good. You understand? And they're defending champion.
Whether you lose or win, I don't think they should do it to anyone. That's something.
Yeah, definitely. But they're defending champion. A lot of defending champion get a lot of break. If it's in Manchester City, they get a lot of break. You understand? Arsenal, when they want stop, they get a lot of break. So when you can't do it for the Cavaliers, cut them some break. Cut them some slack.
Because I've seen in the German league where they give Bayern league games on a Friday.
Right.
To kind of help them in the Champions League. If them play Tuesday, them not give them no Sunday game. Them give them a Friday game. So
right.
That was done for us when we play Tuesday. Them actually give us a play. But when we play, but we have played Thursday and we still have to play Sunday. I mean, look, I am not against if you have to do it one time because I understand. But if you have to repeatedly do it over a short period of time, then it's a problem. So like our best player is down because he get injured on a guard match. We have to carry him to the hospital. Almost King is injured, Leng injured, Bobby injured. We have the amount of injuries that we have. And the rest of them, they're in the red zone too. I know. Like today, I just tell them, say, just go walk around the field. No, not train because
Wow.
it's that bad.
It's bad.
That bad. That definitely that bad.
So
Yeah, that's done.
you mentioned King. We have to talk about King. First you get this question asked a lot. Why is King still in Jamaica? Or you want to answer that?
Who
Mr.
you
Speid?
ask? Me or King you ask? So there's a whole heap of rumor going around that I'm a greedy person and that's why him is here. It's not true. The first time when he was supposed to go to the United States, we just couldn't get a visa for it because it was in the pandemic. The date that we got was like 2 years time.
Wow.
So it was supposed to go. We tried to shorten the time, but it was just like a hard no at that time. I think it was 2000. It was in 2021.
Yeah.
So it was like a hard no. In addition to that, then he was signed by a top agency that have like represent soccer in England and some other top talent. So everybody thought him never so fussy again because everybody thought, okay, if that the agency they sign him Saka and Sancho, that's the agency that was in. So everybody's okay. For this them supposed to good because them man they are all top man, they have a pure young footballers them had to them stable. So it funny enough, not never I'm him find through those people. So I did remember I get him to go to Iceland. So he did go to Europe.
Right. Yeah, he did go to Europe. Yeah, I remember that. They had shots in Iceland. Yeah.
Right. But what happened over there? People keep on talking about Jamaican team. Let's say we do Jamaica. And this, we're incompetent. King had to come back to Jamaica for 6 weeks, because he had a visa, he had a work permit.
Whoa. So he didn't get a work permit in Iceland?
They gave him first and him play for like them probably never trust him saying that good. So when them giving the work permit, them do it for a short period of time. Then it run out and like they never know. So he had to come back. So when him come back, he had to stay out there for 6 weeks. The team get relegated because he was the best player they had. So when him go back and start play again, they couldn't save them. And then get relegated. So then cut that. So that is why I'm not going to further in that case. And I think it's there. If them never so careless, they wouldn't go down. So that is so he had to come back because there's no. We had a deal with the club to take him, if they stayed up, But a deal in place for him to stay in Iceland. But
you there?
Yeah, he's driving, so maybe the last signal and stuff. But he's on the road. He's on the road.
I said, so Duclan as Inter Miami will pick up King after their match.
Duclan, that sound like a good thing. You understand? That will be good.
Yeah. Well, since him what he did against US, though, other clubs start to look at him again. So that's a hope say so.
Yeah, and you're not the type of coach or really.
No fussy.
Me not see as a coach the kind of
I'm not
back your players whatever.
If you look at the record where we have, I mean, Cavalier sent up we have a lot of players in Europe. We have Webster, we have Campbell, we have Paris. For small money or almost nothing. In the USA, we had Alex Marshall. Canada, we had Nicholas Hamilton go to even Scotland. We had Pearson, we had Rochester, we had Siobhan Marsh. All of those players leave the club. I'm not holding back a player for money. Because there's a whole heap of other ways to get money if the player perform, which what happened in the case of Paris, where there was a sale on agreement, etc., and solidarity and trading compensation. There's a whole heap of ways to get money. You don't have to hold one player in Jamaica because you try to hold on money price. And anyway, you all see what I have done with players who catch 24, 25, and all of y'all say, oh, they play the left Cavalier, brother, and reach in time. Because I only coach players who are Generation Z. No other generation though in my team.
And that is very unique for a club, Mr. Speid. Very, very unique.
So if the two were got Mount Pleasant and everybody and then Nicholas Amateur went to Waterhouse, those were my three oldest players. So when everybody has said, what Cavalier do now? I said, really? What Cavalier do? The first time I look at one of the replacement, you know, the little boy said to me, Mr. Speed, me never know when me just start playing up, me so happy. I said, okay. Now, I'm sure he's not as good, but imagine after about 3-4 months, me and him have worked together hand in hand, he will be competent enough to replace them. And they have, because of when the Tigers prove it.
Yeah. And I heard you speak on Busy on Oral Tracy program and saying how much he has developed. Talk to us a little bit more on Busy and where you see him, you know, in the future.
Right. So Busy was way ahead of most people. All enough people used to them a boots up. We ahead of it, right? Everybody know how dangerous he was. And why I'm so dangerous is because he can hurt in a number of ways. He can supply that killer pass or he can score the goal himself. And him always score brilliant goals. So me and him work on tapping now. Because me I tell him so Busy, look here, you might score 3-4 brilliant goals, but you tap in 3 or 4 or 6, you're gone into that 3 now. So it's just for work on him game. But what he has done in the past, that's 5 months. I'm going to tell you one story, right? Why I think him. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
People,
just bear with Mr. Speed. He's on the road. He's driving. He's on the road. Understand? So sometimes he think in and out. So bear with him. Okay. So him jam back again. All right. So remove that one there.
He has done. You hearing me now?
Yeah, man. We hear you. Go ahead.
So what he has done in the past 5 months? He used to be a little bit. He used to be erratic. Now in calm like ice. Calm and cool like ice.
Gone again. Yeah.
Cole Palmer. You say cool.
Cool as ice.
God bless
them supply a pass or take a shot.
Yeah, definitely.
Hello?
Yeah, man, we are here. Yeah, you just supply a pass. You kind of
right, so he either supply a killer pass or him take a shot. That is why he was the MVP in the Caribbean, which is no easy feat to get. He had 6 goals, 5 assists. He didn't even play in the first match against Mount Pleasant. I would play 8 games. So him effectively play about 6 games. So that means for every 90 minutes, him do both score and supply a pass so we can score a goal. That's 2 positive goal action. No, 2 definite goal action will cause goal every 90 minutes. That's the type of player we had on the pitch for us. And I can tell you, there's no equal to him as an attacking player in Jamaica. None.
You hear that, Tiga?
Yeah.
So, Busy for the national team.
Busy need
well, if you are the best player like Caribbean, like Caribbean, I remember me say so, you know. And me say my best, you know, he have a trophy to prove it and a medal.
Yeah, definitely.
And as Butler would say, if this is the best. You know what I mean? If this is the best, we need to see him on a different
level. Definitely on a different level. But with that Speed, well, I know, you know, so sometimes we have some comical things, you know. About maybe a month ago, we did see rumors spreading all over the place that King supposed to get a lot of EPL club was fighting over to get King signature. Aston Villa, West Ham, you understand? Just to name a few. Was that true?
I am not King's agent, you know. I keep on tell you guys, I am not Richard. I am not the agent for any player.
You have contact the club, you know. I know what is going on.
No, but I can confirm or deny.
Okay.
But I'm not the player agent, which is the person who is supposed to really speak on behalf of the player. Let me explain something to you. You see, a lot of people just talk what they want to talk, or them listen to some idiot when they know nothing. If what that means now, when you transfer a player, there's 2 contracts, you know, one between club and club, and one between the buying club and the player. Right? A lot of clubs that is buying, them look on you straight and say, are in their mind, them have a budget to deal with the player, both to pay for him and also to pay him a wages over a certain amount of years. With you have peer rule in England. Them very scientific for what them do. If I represent my club, I represent him. Who am I going to negotiate for?
Right.
So that conflict of interest that people always accuse me of, don't have those conflicts. People are I am a person who is a businessman straight and me do the certain things. So I make sure I don't represent no player. Then go get the agent and the agent negotiate on their behalf. Me negotiate on behalf of Cavalier. That's it.
Definitely. That sounds good. Definitely.
Yeah. I was impressed with the Trini guy, Kyle Harvey. He was at Mount Pleasant and the Tapper, but obviously Tapper wasn't using him. I'm glad that you saw the talent in the youngster and brought him to Cavalier. But I believe he helped change the game, the final. I think he came on.
Yeah, so that's what a sporting director does. They came in for me and they were willing to give an arm and a leg for me. So all we did now was just set up a negotiation and say, well, okay, so we want him and him. And they wanted me and Irving because they thought they were the two best wing backs in the country, which probably they were when I was coaching them. I don't know if they are still is. I can tell you the two best wing back in the country now. So they wanted them. So we as I said before, they were two of the older players in the team. They wanted him. I prefer money and Avery. So that was the swap. And they're just fast. I am happy right away. And if you're fast and skillful, you're my type of player. And I know that at some point you'll pay it back. And he has.
Definitely. Well, on the Eddie.
Him height not bother you at all.
Well, I know. Mr. Speid says something I never want.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Definitely. You hear me now? Yeah, Mr. Speid said something a while.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, you said something a while ago, which me not really go down the road with you, because me no want you say nothing out of the way. But you just said something a while ago, which more you clarify. You say, you know who are the two best wing back for Jamaica, in Jamaica right now. You know that Jamaica have a wing back problem. So, can you tell me the two best wing back you see in Jamaica right now?
I'll tell you.
In gone.
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry.
Yeah, good. All right. So, you're there, Mr. Speid? Mr. Speid?
I didn't hear the question. Go ahead with the question.
I'm just saying, you just mentioned that you know the two best wing back in Jamaica right now, right? All right. You know that Jamaica has a wing back problem. Can you tell us the two best wing back?
So if you ask me who I would pick?
Who's the two best wing back?
If you ask me who I would pick?
Yeah.
I would say Christopher Ainsworth at left back for Cavalier. He's an attacking wing back who can defend very well. Right. And Robino Garden from Veer who been my dream left back and right back.
All right,
I'm in my team because I could use any one of them that I wanted to tell in effect, depends on where I see strength or weakness in the opposition. So those are the two wing backs that I would be looking at in Jamaica if somebody asks me who was the two. And one of them is 18 and one of them is 19.
All right, too young. All right. No, this is a question now, Mr. Speid. No, not having the coach based in Jamaica. You see that pose a problem right now? Because the national coach could have a look and see what you're seeing. And then the wing back problem could be solved.
No, but there's people that are stationed here who can see those things. I wouldn't say that's an issue. I mean, the world is universal now. I wouldn't say that's an issue. There's people, it's not just him alone. They have Lamar Morgan, who is a physical trainer. He's here. He works on Mount Pleasant. I mean, if they do their homework, they should be able to pick up. No, don't be fooled. Remember, I said talent. Some people can't see it. So remember that.
Me always hear them say talent.
So what I have seen, some people might not see it.
In Mr. Speid, I always hear they say that talent.
The talent,
you can't hide talent. You can't hide talent.
No, you can't hide it. You can't hide it, but some people can't see it. That's the problem. Right, there's a big difference. There's a difference.
Oh. You might have people seeing
You can't hide talent because once you make the person play, you will see it.
Yeah.
Definitely. I hope these players, somebody can see these players. If Coach McLaren don't see it, some clubs overseas can see them and pick them up. And then maybe, you understand, national coach can see them differently.
Friend, even the same case, and I can prove it to you over and over.
Gone again. As I said, people, please bear with Mr. Speid. Go in and out because, you understand, sometimes the Wi-Fi drop. You understand, definitely.
I wonder if him word about Veer.
Veer
get the Calvary now. Calvary is back.
Calvary. The Calvary have got save them. Hold on, the Calvary have save them from. Calvary have got save them from get relegated. Hold on, he's back again. All right, here you go again, Mr. Speid.
Right, so I was saying, look on Colin and listen. Two Premier League clubs run him, so them don't want him. Him can't play. He come to Cavalier and him only scored 20 goals. No other player in Jamaica has scored 20 goals for 20 years. So,
only 20 goals.
Yeah, for 20 years. Nobody else has scored more than 20 goals for 20 years. Yeah, one person scored it, but nobody else has scored. And I'm talking about when we used to play like 33 games, and he did it when we played 26. I'm just saying, is not everybody can see everything, see certain things. Kylie Avery again, he was there. Nobody didn't say that he was a match winner. Him start the match winning thing against Mocha when we give him 7-love and him come back and give me the match winner in assist against Sipo. So it's not everybody can see the talent. You can't hide it because I was able to see it, but it's not everybody can see it. I hope you understand the difference.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Quite so.
Definitely.
So a certain coach or technical director said that they're going to win the league in 2 or 3 years. You think that's possible?
No. How long did it take to win the league, Mr. Speid?
Mr. Speid?
You know, nah, but ask me no fool question.
No, because I
look
think
here,
it's a quite.
Mount Pleasant this has come in the Mount Pleasant. Let me answer it this way. Mount Pleasant come in the Premier League, right? And they are in it now 7 years.
7 years.
They have only won it once. And they have bought the best players money can buy, the best coach money can buy, the best facilities, the best boss, the best physical trainer, the best goalkeeper coach, the best everything.
They get all farmer national coach.
Yeah, and them only win one time.
Not the best coach.
He doesn't be the best coach, but it's a national coach.
No, then get the best money can buy. There's some money, some coach money can buy.
Yeah, that is true. All right, point taken. Point well taken.
So, let's see.
Definitely.
Point well taken.
Point well taken, definitely. All right. Any question for Mr. Speid?
There's also the players where money can buy too, you know, so them get the best players where money can buy, because there's also players where money can buy.
All right.
Which is true.
What they don't have Mr. Speid?
Somebody saying they don't have Mr. Speid. Maybe if they would buy the best coach.
No, well, you know, I just wanted to make it point here clear, because people just have a whole heap of misconception that I don't even know where they get it from. Cavalier is not a one-man band, you know. Definitely. Our doctor is Harvard trained. When I was putting on busy on the pitch, I get a call and say, yo, him have an injury here, do this. And then give me an idea what I must do. He never even have a problem in the second leg, and he couldn't even finish the after the first leg, I had to take him off, you know. And I get a call from a Harvard trained, one of the best doctors in the world. Me have those resources. Me have social media people who are some of the best people. They're not interested for their name going away. Who say them, not even if them like football. What them do like is Cavalier, and them want to help us. So, I mean, when we're doing our marketing, you know, we have people who just give ads on them billboard for free. We have people who, even the problem I'm having with more being enough to reach down there, somebody called me already and said, okay, you can come stay at my house on Tuesday evening. So You see,
Nice.
sometimes it's not the money, it's the resource.
Resource.
And Cavaliers are very resourceful, more than most team where you could ever find. So I know, so sometimes money is money, but is not all. It's the resource we may have. I mean, I can call any coach almost all over the world and say, me have an issue where you think. Coaches were really top coaches. So some of those things, money just can't buy them. But we have access to them.
Definitely. All right. So, well, on there. Eddie, you want to ask us with Jason question?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Go ahead.
So we have a question here from Jason Guna TV. Jamaro Calvin switching to Jamaica.
Yeah, he has put in his papers. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, that's good. You heard Jason.
You heard here and late tackle that Mr. Calvin has put in his paper. Right and late tackle. Now, want to welcome one of our YouTubers, Presser 433 Presser on the scene. I understand. Presser, you have any burning question you want to ask, Sir Speid?
Presser, no good question. Me sure.
Presser, you can't show your face, Presser. You can't show your face.
Area now.
We have a standard over here now.
But forgive me next time. But Mr. Speid,
what G3 Presser? Big up yourself.
Yeah, Mr. Speid, there's one particular player I would like to ask about, Richard King, right? In the recent international window, second game, Richard King came on, and we also saw the quality of Richard King in that game against the USA, despite the scoreline.
That's late.
You asked me about him already?
We done thing already, but what?
We can go ahead.
No, I was going to ask about the future of the player because I think Richard...
He answer that, man. But if he can't do it next shot, he might answer it again. He might already answer that. But
so Richard King is not a secret to me, So nobody remember me scout him from him left high school and bring him through the ropes. Him is not a secret to me. So everybody becoming Christopher Columbus. Richard King played against Costa Rica, right? Him and Ethan Pinnock playing at the middle of the park. His sofa score was either Ethan Pinnock by more than half a percentage points. So it's not about Ethan Pinnock, yes. So he played against another team and him and Damian Lowe play, and his sofa score was higher than Damian Lowe. So last time when we run into trouble in the World Cup qualifiers in June, if everybody saw him came on halftime in the stadium and him play the full match and him go over Dominica, he was easily the best centre half in that pitch. So I am not Christopher. I mean, everybody else is pretending to be Christopher Columbus. I know what Richard King can do. What you really have to do, ask the question is ask the people who not pick him why they don't. This guy can't be me. Me not pick him. Me not have no influence over anybody that play on the national team. Contrary to where people like T-Gat used to say for a long time, say, I'm here to pick a team and all them something. So, this is no proof. It's not me.
Mr. Speid, stop telling like Bobby, sir. Stop telling like Bobby, Mr. Speid. Stop telling like Bobby.
I don't think it's a Christopher Columbus thing, Mr. Speid. I just think that you have some players where people have a tendency where they might not see the talent in the player at a specific time, but eventually, them see the player more and more. Them realize that the player play, a bunch of good games, so them start to give the player credit. So I don't think it's much of a Christopher Columbus thing. But I mean, we have to take into context like the quality of opposition that some of these players face when they play for the national team and the performances that they lay out against these oppositions. Now, we have to talk about other quality oppositions such as Mexico, United States. Against USA, Richard King was good despite the scoreline. But my question was just about the future of the player because I think, for King, is full-time in probably move on now from the JPL. And I know that Owen, he was...
But I am agreeing with you because I sent him away 2 years ago to Iceland. I was the one who kind of orchestrated that move for him to go away. I really want him to go away. And for one reason or the other, I don't think anybody in their right mind would say I will in players back because I've always advocated for players to go. I've never shown a willingness not to release players because, my system is the next man up. I mean, I win the under-17 elite youth competition in Jamaica. 10 of those players in my squad, they want to play, right? We lost 2 other players to one players and defenders. Other people just step right up and take them place. Richard King, I'd miss him, but I want him to leave and go away. But if nobody comes in for him, what am I going to do?
Is it a case where he's been pressed out of a move, maybe?
No, as again, when I sent him to Iceland, I didn't get any money, so that was proof. You know, say that's not true. So all of these rumors that you're coming up with, I don't know where you get those things from, Presser. That's why I tell you, so you're not
No,
gonna
it's
ask
not
some good
rumors. No, I'm
questions.
just asking about the future of the player. It's not
Yeah, but why would
rumors
you
because
think like that? Unless you have some evidence that I'm
no,
that
because
type of person.
because you probably have a player in which you probably want to sell, but you want the proper money for him. You get me? So you're not gonna let him go for cheap or what? You're not if the club that wants the
Yeah.
player doesn't meet the valuation, then you're not gonna sell it. But you
Because
probably
that's the
want to sell
only
him.
way. Because that's the only way you know I can make money from him. So I sell Paris. I didn't get any money for him, but the CLR and the training compensation and the solidarity payments, I made a good amount of money off him. I know how to make money other way. So that's not true. That has never been the case at Cavalier with any player, and we have sold a lot in the past.
Fair enough. Last thing I heard Owen Hill in a recent interview talking about I think it's a minimum of 10 JPA players in want to leave the league in terms of sending them overseas. You think the players are better now equipped in terms of making it overseas in comparison to a couple years ago?
Yes, much better, and that is because of our coaching education that we stressed on. If you look, all the leagues in the country is one of those original B license coaches who was doing the A license now, taking all of the titles. If you just excuse the Losers Cup, all the titles in Jamaica go to somebody that do a A license or a B license. So you can see the improvements, you can see tactics and pattern in the games now. Oh, lots of improvements, so it makes it easier for players, to after learning about the moments and in possession and out of possession in our class, easier for them to just settle right in those leagues. And if you notice that has been the case, you can see the young players who have gone abroad from our leagues, they have done particularly well so far.
Yeah, and
You really say Losers Cup, Mr. Speid?
So it name now. When you lose, you're going to the bracket.
All right, go ahead, Presser.
no, I was telling Mr. Speed, I was watching the JPL recently, the Dunbeholden versus, I think it was Waterhouse, and the Mobile United versus, who did Mobile play again? I think it was Mobile versus Tivoli, and I was looking at the quality of the game, and despite the surface of the pitch, I think it was a quality game in terms of the technical ability of the players. I just think one thing that is slowed down the game in the JPL is the quality of the surfaces. Eddie, you get me? I say because it was a waterlogged pitch, but you could see the game being played in a manner in which it is digestible, it is acceptable. But when you don't have proper surfaces, and I know that's not in control of the JFF and stuff, they really can't do much about it. But I think the JPL has been growing over the years, and the quality is definitely there. It's just getting these players overseas into a market where they can, make.
It's in the control of the JFF. It's just that if we put on our foot, then we have enough pitch. It is in the control of the JFF, but if we put our foot down to her, there'll be very few pitches to play on. So that's really the problem.
Yeah, because I think the last time
It's going to be a standard. It's going to be a standard.
hold on,
and not everybody can meet that standard.
Well, I think the last time JFF put down their foot on that same thing, it was pitches like Arnett could have played on, and which pitch again? I think Harborview at the time could have played on, and then Stadium East. It was like about 4 pitches they could have played match on. Wasn't that so some years ago, Mr. Speed, if I'm not correct?
As far as I'm concerned, the pitches that I don't have an issue with when I'm playing on it would be Stadium East, Sabina Park, and Arnett Garden pitch. The rest of them is a problem. Any one of them, other one you call them is a problem in my mind.
No, definitely. Mr. Speed, I know this. All right, I know this is not up to you. I was on stream when I was watching the woman football, the reggae girls football, and I was looking at the stadium that they were playing with. I know that it is leased over to, I think, Moby and stuff like that. I don't know if you or anybody can talk. Why they don't convert that pitch, take off the cycle track and just convert that pitch into a football pitch? I don't know why they don't do it, because it looks like a good surface. Just starting on a football pitch.
No, man, 2 different things you're talking about, man. I don't think the pitch have anything to do with the cycle track. I guess what? We do, we do our best in the world.
It's not big enough, like the FIFA standard, them nice football pitch when the steep, near the pitch and all them things. That may talk about.
Oh, you mean the National Stadium or the catching? Which one?
Catching on, which me
No,
attack, man.
you want to turn catching all into a football specific.
Football, just football specific pitch.
That's not gonna work still because the truth is we have not a track, synthetic track like that for people in that hemisphere. So I don't think they would be interested in doing that because we are still a track nation, you know.
Okay.
But that's not why the reason catching all is a problem. Catching all is a problem because the pitch does not maintain properly. And they need to do better. I mean, a lot of pitches in the Caribbean, most of them have a track around them anyway. A lot of them. All the national stadiums have a track around them in the Caribbean. So it's really not new. We just need to maintain the pitch. The national stadium, I think they could get rid of the cycle track, but not the track. But the cycle track can go.
The cycle track.
Yeah. I think they have plans to do that.
Mr. Speid, now, looking forward to the potential clash against Inter Miami. I've been to CONCACAF games where the price is what, $1,000? What's the pricing? What's the pricing gonna be like? As persons might want to see it, they might see this as a cartel showing. They might want to save some money.
Mr. Speid. Mr. Speid, hold on before you answer. Hold on. Yeah, I read. But Mr. Speid, I'm gonna tell them the ticket. Well, you can't tell them the ticket right now because they know a big concert that come up in the New Year's. You understand?
Yeah.
So you don't know. What's the pricing?
Pricing now coming like when you try to take an airplane flight. If you come early, you get a reasonable price. If you come late, the price are right. It's a variable price. I don't know what is going to start it. I'm taking advice from expert people. As a matter of fact, we're going to outsource it to somebody. We're not really interested in that right now. You know, we just try and tell them how much money we want to make and say get it that. And you get that and we get that. And that's all we're going to do.
That's all like a plan.
I know that the stadium will be under redevelopment. Will that affect your matches in any way? Or you don't hope that?
Well, I hope not. This is a game where people talk about them one box. So we have some box up at the top. This is gonna be one of those games where some people now go sit down with the average person, no matter what. So I have to meet with the owners of the stadium, which I have not as yet. And talk to them. I know that Moby is working on their lights to get it up to standard on the pitch. So again, I probably have to talk to both parties to see where is the best thing. But clearly, we don't want to play it in Moby because it can only hold 6,000 people. National Stadium can hold any amount of people if you decide to put it there. You know, so that's
exactly
the difference.
See, persons will come and say they will spend 100,000, but no make it go to eye. No make it go to eye.
100,000 for come in. Yeah, man, I get a person a royal box seat, man. What are you talking about? We don't left nothing on the table.
Mr. Speid, that's why if you send me my credential, I'll tell you if I'll be flying down for that game. So
send you which credential. If you fly down one time when we have 200 people, I still don't send you one.
That's true. Yeah, where you there? When we there still the game? Where you there?
All right, Mr. Speid. All right, that's a good one. That's definitely a good one.
But we might get a ticket for going out the Miami Stadium if you're up there.
All right, cool.
See, you still get to see the team.
Yeah. But I know my money that. But when it comes to my money, no, sir.
Yeah, you know, benefit from the gate. The gate
no.
Up.
So me just tell them to give me all 200 tickets. And if they give me, they bust some money there.
Definitely.
That's so bad. That's all about that. So Jason go there, say right beside that Babsy and Broga, the 100,000 seats. The 100,000 seats. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, but because you know when I said the drawing and Mr. Speid, I said to Simon,
finally,
this is a freedom speech. It's freedom. What Carter show name?
Freedom.
Road to freedom.
Road to freedom. I said, this is a road to freedom for our football. When I say that, when I say the draw, the immediate thing, I say, all right. I'm texting Mr. Speid. I was the one that texted and I said, congrats. And you say, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
From early.
And either the road to freedom or the walk to freedom. Any one of them is fine.
Freedom speech. Freedom speech. Yeah.
All right, so.
But you did do a thing in his one too, but you want to sell off.
Yeah. Definitely. Then not damage your field. But we have finally come on. You understand? Mr. Speed, they draw him out. Jason Gona from Jason Gona TV. Jason Gona, where you have to send to Mr. Speed?
Big up yourself, Jason.
Big up everybody from the panel. Yeah, man, respect Mr. Speed. At least me not get the intro like presser. That is good. All right, good. Yeah, so
Hold on, presser. You know, say I joke, me I make with you. No, but
No.
You notice it?
Hey.
Him quiet. Him get quiet.
No, man, presser not gonna take it serious, man. No, man, presser not gonna take
Presser
it
used to the banter, man. Him used to the
Presser
banter.
man, pressure used to it
when
when gonna turn on the pressure upon him, man. Him used to it, man.
Yeah, so no, me just did want to personally jump on and say, yo, congrats, very proud moment, obviously, to see a Jamaican club be able to lift the trophy in the Caribbean. And also, what was mostly impressive, I thought, was the individual sweep of the awards. I think that's something that people never really talk about enough. To have the best keeper, the best player, the top goal scorer, the fair play award, that is really a great achievement. And we just want to say, as you say, in the Caribbean, we made one step further. Automatically, we made a step further in this competition, and we'll have the chance to play, hopefully, against Inter Miami and Messi. But if not, anybody forward, we just have to try win the game them. What I wanted to ask you though, obviously there's been a big push in coaching education and improving the coaching. And as you just mentioned, most of the major competitions that were won in the schoolboy, you can see there's a direct correlation to those that have a certain level of licensing, right? And
Yes.
I just wanted to ask, as far as the referees are concerned, it's been a major concern of mine and others that perhaps the standard of refereeing in the JPL this year, and I know it's a tough subject for you because you're a sporting director in the league and you also have something to do with the referees, but can you just speak to their ongoing education and what we are doing to maybe up the standard of the referees as well?
Right. So they have never been trained as much as they have been nowadays. They have very regular training, both physical and blackboard, or those type of training. Sometimes they are camped at the JFF for days. We have them up there with FIFA trainers coming to assist them. We also have Jamaican referee who has been trained in using VAR. And if you look in the Caribbean Cup, a lot of Jamaican referees was on display in the Caribbean Cup. I must tell you though, and I tell them before them face, but I kind of not give them a hard time nowadays. When I see them in the Caribbean Cup or in international competitions, I am proud of them. They are good. I say they're good. They are very good. Them not miss nothing, and I'm saying, whoa. Yes, when they come back to Jamaica, sorry to say them not so good most of the time, but so it tells me it don't have anything to do with ability. They are good, but I don't know what is the problem.
So is it maybe fear of repercussion in those competitions that doesn't exist perhaps at the national level? Is that something we could maybe work on? I mean, I don't want to dock the pay or anything, but could you like take games away from people for a certain number of mistakes, or like
They have done that, They have done that, but they don't publicize those things when they do it.
No. I don't think that wouldn't be smart. I know, like for example, I know in the CPL, the cricket league, basically, throughout the regular season, they will basically look at how many mistakes the people made, and based on that, they'll get the playoffs or not. So it's not about longevity or anything.
They still do that in Jamaica. Because if you notice in the playoffs, they try to get the best coach. But I tell you, I was watching the Cebu real up game, and I tell you, when I leave there, I was so proud that the referee was a Jamaican referee. He was really good. Never miss a beat, decisive. I was saying, whoa.
Was it O'Shane doing that one?
No, it was Dor. He wasn't even the one who we think is our best referee. That's why I'm telling you.
It seems as if he's the one that I see getting a lot of the bigger games in the JPL. And maybe I'm wrong about that. It used to be the bow leg one. I saw him a lot, but I don't see him as much anymore.
The bow leg one was injured for a while.
Okay. Because I haven't seen him. I'm like, what I'm to him? He usually was doing all these games. Yeah.
I was injured, so I know he was on the VAR for CONCACAF for a while. He was on the VAR. But I think he's coming back to full. So he started the games again. I think he's coming back to full fitness now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so those are just basically points I had to make.
Adet, when I see them overseas, them really good. Me, I tell you, I mean, I was like, hey,
I tell you what, Speed. I like Odette is her name, right? I think
yeah.
Yeah,
she's
man,
she
I
I think
rate
she's
Odette, man.
very good. I think she's very
No
good. And
nonsense. I
she's
rate
and
her.
she's consistent. So I've seen her ref games where she let them play. I've seen her ref games where she keep it tighter. But what I love about her, whatever she decides to do from the first part of the game, in the 88th minute, she's doing the same type of thing. And that's all I want from a referee. Consistency from minute 1 to 90, whatever.
Yeah.
And she's very good at that.
And then Peter Prendergast, who kind of I think oversee this region. I think so. I'm
Mhm.
not 100% sure. He's always up for a conversation, so, which is good. So if something happen, just send him
Yeah.
the video and him up for a conversation. And I'm very honest. I find him very honest about what happened.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say he's like a consultant or something. I don't know if he has an official title, but yes, he has always been that way. He was when I was playing football as a youth. He
Him
was
a
the
do a
big
lot of
ref.
work in
So
the region.
yeah. He
Him do a
does a
lot of
lot
work
of
in the region.
consultancy
He,
work with
no,
youngsters.
all of that. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah.
works for FIFA.
Yeah, for FIFA,
Yeah.
yes.
But anything you send to him always look and him have the conversation with the ref all the time. I know that for a
Hmm.
fact if it's that type of person. So
All right.
people just if you see something and you want to ask him about it, ask him usually answer. If you see him at the games and you want to ask him, he will give you a fair answer. I find him like that.
I have a question, Mr. Speed. So we're yet to qualify for the 2026 World Cup, right? Now,
Welcome,
Big up
Scotland.
Ultra.
seeing that Steve McLaren is the coach, I know that I think we all know that he's not going to be here long term, especially for 2030 and 2034. We know that FIFA recently awarded Saudi Arabia 2034 World Cup, and then 2030 would be with Spain, Morocco, Portugal, and I think two games will be played in South America, or the opening games will be played in South America. Now, seeing that Jamaica qualified for the last World Cup in '98, right? In terms of you being head of the technical committee, can we see a Reggae Boys team where over the next three World Cup cycles where we qualify for those three specific World Cups? Because to me, it cannot be a case where we qualify for one and then we miss out on the next one and the other one in 2034. So are you sure that there are things being put in place that after Steve McLaren and the recruitment of players, that Jamaica will have a strong team over the next coming years? Because we also have an aging squad, and that is something that we have to factor in as well.
Yeah, good question. But what we're really doing now, part of my job, people tend to talk about me choose the coach part. Well, let me say I'm choose the player anymore, but they're part of my job.
No, send me. I mean, because
Hey,
call my name is that Speed.
so
Call
speed,
my name.
speed,
Call
speed.
my name.
Hey,
The T God
speed.
said.
Any speed. Any progress is progress, yes, sir. So you're gone from player
No,
to coach. Maybe next week.
call my name is that Speed. Say Tyron, say you pick the coach. Go on. Go on, Mr.
So,
Speed. Talk.
no. I'm saying what we're doing now is trying to build capacity. So it's a good point to make. So, coaching education, we're doing our first pro license next year, right? People from Jamaica will be doing them pro license next year. We now go say the people we having an A license course going as we speak now. So we'll have about 20 A license coach in a couple of months. I'm not going to say those must be the best people ever, right? And those must be the ones who will carry the program in the future. But if we can have by say 2026 100 A license coach, have like 300 B license coach, and have what's going to happen is that B license coach will start to coach at Manning and Dakar Cup level. We're going to put that rule in place. Listen, you have to have this license to coach there. A license coach will be coaching in the Premier League only if you don't have an A license. If you don't have a pro license, you will never get a national team. So what we are doing at this part, and if you notice, we start club licensing, all of those things. We're trying to build capacity. We have the elite youth programs we're starting now. The under 17 play last year, we're going to go to 15 this year. So we're going to have two this in 2025. So what we are doing now is building capacity. So better coaches, better clubs make better players. That's what we're focusing on, because at the end of the day, we want to build a huge base for us to choose players from. Not just players that play overseas that we have to recruit, but also players from locally, who we can get to be better. Let me tell you what I believe in. Me actually like Usain Bolt camp, but and just like me believe in Sir Alex Ferguson, but me not believe in a Manu is a paradox, right? like Usain Bolt camp, but I believe in a Stephen Francis method. Stephen Francis believes that if you don't have to take the winner or champs or the second place person, because then coach out, then can't go no further. He believe him get somebody come fifth or sixth or fourth, he can turn them into a world champion because he can advance them so much over where they are. It's the same thing with footballers, what me believe. If a footballer is not, don't have the best coaches available, the pro license, and if whatever, and the facilities and the money and the environment and all of those things, and then close, and somebody who don't have those things is close to the person who have it, then think about it. When the person who don't have it and them close get all of those things, what would the rate of improvement going to be so significant? And that's what we're preparing for.
Yeah. And before I run Mr. Speed, let me just say this, right? Is there a lack of ambition from coaches in Jamaica in the sense of not only the JPL, but like how we want to send players overseas, like to the MLS and in Europe? Like at this current moment in time, do we have any coaches in Jamaica that they had any chance of getting a job in the MLS or the USL as coaches? Because personally, I would like to see for some of our coaches in different regions or in different parts of the world coaching. Is there any coach out there like that, or any aspiring
Yeah,
coaches?
but we have Jamaican coaches. We have Jamaican coaches in MLS. We used to coach now our Premier League. Shavar is one. We have a lot of coaches in the Caribbean that I know of coaches in Jamaica that people are asking about from USA and the rest of the Caribbean for them to employ them. But it's a process. I mean, we didn't 3 years ago we didn't have one C license coach. Now we have A license coach, and people talk about pro license coach. So it's a process. It's something that we're working on and hope that will happen soon. I'm sure Jamaica will be an exporter of coaches in the near future. We have started already. We have coaches in Turk and Caicos. Coaches all over the Caribbean right now working. It's just gonna get better and better, I think.
Definitely. Big up, President Eddie Cataract.
Yeah, man, respect.
Big up, big up.
China say big up. You know, tell me big up. You know, tell me big up.
Mr. Big up. Mr. Big up.
Yeah, man, petty, man. Oh, it's a petty.
Oh, come on. You know myself, 443
Mr. Speed, before we make Cataract go. There's something else in the title. We want to talk about the JFF and their move towards improving their YouTube, showing games and all of that. You want to share your thoughts on that?
Well, I really don't know nothing about that because I'm not a part of marketing. But I mean, I think anything that gives the public more information is positive. I hope them don't try for rival not too much because we don't have a speed in the market.
That's the thing. That is the thing,
Mr. Speed. You understand? Because sometimes if the game is not televised, I may not get the game. For example, let me look example. The last game that the Jamaica Reggae Girls play is the JFF Live. Me get the part. You understand? So I don't know if I'm gonna get them. I've got pay money now to see the game, so we can do a watch along and all and thing there. I don't know. You understand? I don't know.
We might have to pay.
Well, I don't know. I would hope that them leave a space for because it's important. But here the problem now, I only leave a space for them. That's why I take. Your argument was just one-sided. Yo, JFF not good. Everybody we roll up in a bungle, in a fire, and roll along the goalie, burn them up. Every show back a show, same argument.
JFF good now, man.
Oh my God, man. Right, JFF, they're easy. All right, now we have Cataract on the team. Cataract, what you have to say to Mr. Speed?
Yes. Good evening. To all man. Season's greetings, I say. I think I will start off at the top. First, congratulations to Mr. Speed and Cavaliers on their victory in the Caribbean Cup club competition. Everyone knows that is something that I have said continuously, that until the clubs start to shine at the club level, then we will be able to properly assess our domestic players for international duty, because they are playing that sort of home and away travel scenario rather than just playing at home in Jamaica. So congratulations are due to Mr. Speed and Cavaliers. Still don't like Cavaliers, Harnick Gardens to the world, but you have to give respect where respect is due. So
You don't say you're oral tracing not help on it, yeah. Look, every time I come call my name Bo on it, God, you know me have to deal with it.
that's why you have rivalries in football. That's why you have rivalries in football.
Oh, God.
I can't listen. I can't say, and truthfully, I cannot say that. You know, it's Jamaica, a Jamaican team playing. So I just watch neutrally. Can't say I cheer, but I definitely was not cheering for the other side. When I get that petty, you understand what I say? Want to see the Jamaican team progress. However, I look forward to the CONCACAF round, where you're going to, what the song said, Bamba with the big boys. And truthfully, I want to ask him a Cavalier question first and foremost. I know that the JPL have looked towards bringing in players from the Caribbean, Guyana, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, those places. Don't see much Trinidadians players in the league, and Trinidad is the call it the second island in terms of the Caribbean, in terms of football. And I don't see many Cubans. So I wanted to ask about that in terms of recruitment in those islands that are near to Jamaica in football, in terms of the national team. Cuba, Haiti might be a bit difficult. Trinidad, that's one. And number two, in the strategic program, recruitment from Central America, because I believe that to progress in CONCACAF at the club level, you are going to need players who are familiar with playing in Latin America and Central America to really make the move forward. So that was the first two questions. Recruitment from the top tier Caribbean countries and recruitment into our league from Latin America, specifically Central America. I don't think you're going to get Mexican players coming here due to the pay structure. You don't even get them going anywhere else. So those were the first two questions to open out.
All right. So we have players from the Caribbean. We have international player from Trinidad, St. Lucia. Not yet Suriname, but we think they'll call him anytime. We're recruiting another player from another Caribbean country, another international player. We finished negotiating him. It's just with that there is and cross the T's. And we're looking at another player, another international player from the Caribbean. Our rules allow us to have 6 players from the Caribbean. Well, 6 players overall. So that's where I think we're at above. We are 3 now, so we're looking to probably fill out the rest of the spot with 3 more. What happened with the players from the USA and the players from other countries? There's a thing called training compensation, which is $10,000 per year from the players 12 years of age. If you transfer them to Jamaica and give them a professional contract, that is what you're going to have to pay until they are 23. So it depends on the age. You could find yourself with a hefty bill, not a transfer fee, just a training compensation. So that is where, and some clubs are not willing to give you that piece of paper to say they waive the training compensation. So we had a player from in USA who was training us, and we said, okay, we'll take him sign contract and everything, but the club wouldn't release him. I mean, are we going to pay out $100,000 for this player? No, we don't think so. So those are some of the hardship and realities that we have to face to get those players. If you try to get a player from Europe, the money is not 10,000 anymore because, well, it depends on the category of club. It could go as much as $190,000 per year, $150,000 per year.
Latin America, Mr. Speid. Latin America didn't go to Europe because I'm aware of the challenges there. Latin America.
But remember, clubs are put in ranks. So if you go to one top Latin America club, it might be a B grade, and that could be 90 or 60,000 per year. So that's all I'm saying. It's difficult to nobody even want to go near those clubs because of what it might cost you just for trading compensation. Unless you get an old man who is over 24, then that don't apply anymore. So I think those are some of the reasons why people does. And then if you know the average age of my club, you know I'm not going to go there. So we have to look for younger or in the Caribbean.
Okay, so that's the first question. Reasonable. I still believe you have to have ambition, though, that if you're going to play with the big boys, you have to pay like the big boys. I must say, pay to be the boss. You know what I mean?
Except that I've never seen a bag of money score a goal or a bag of money provide an assist.
Oh yes, I have. And
I've never seen. I don't know where you see it. I've never seen.
You never see a player like Haaland or like Mbappe. You can buy success. The first year in the Premier League, Leeds United won the Premier League in its first installment, and the next time around, Jack from Blackburn Rovers spent a bag of money. Alan Shearer, Teddy Sheringham, and they have the Premier League title. They said the one that Jack bought, if you remember back in Blackburn days. So sometimes it does work. I can't say it always.
Let's say Leicester win the Premier League too without any money.
Yeah, and you have the reverse. I mean, you know.
And I say Leeds get relegated with a bag of money.
No, sir. Oh God, the relegation we got, it was due to Manchester United and them informal culture. They never did bring me up about the financial fair play and then go buy the player them after. But I disagree with you that if you're going to play big football, try to go to the World Club Championship, the World Cup for club, which I see they're promoting.
I don't have to do it this year.
No, I'm talking. No, notice I asked them about a plan. I'm asking about a plan.
Right, just like the cup. But what I've done, I'm recording what the gap is. Just what I did in the Caribbean Cup when I played first. I didn't even go to the semi-final, but I figure out the gap and decide how to close it. So there is a gap that I know is there. I am trying to get a precise knowledge of the gap. Once I know what it is, then I try to close it. So whatever method I have to use, I will close it. So I can assure you, not on national TV, but I can assure you that nobody that I play this year in that Champion Cup will have it as easy as Cincinnati. Yes, I can promise you that from right now.
So you are saying right here, right now, if you book a US team or a Mexican team, there shall be no 6-love, no domino score go on. You heard it, Eddie. You heard that thing at.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about the score because you can have a big score and you fight. No. I'm saying Cincinnati took it from us with utmost ease. I'm saying that will not be the case because I'm going to attack them this time. I'm not going to be trying to defend anything. That's the diff. So I'm saying it won't be so easy. No care where you do, it won't be easy. That's what I'm saying.
I have to think about a good bet for that one, Mr. Speid. I have to think about a good bet for that one. Probably when we reach the final. No, I can't wear a Cavalier shirt. No, that's not too much. But I think of a good bet.
That's what I start if you put on a Cavalier shirt.
So, when you think of a good bet, Eddie, or next time when you just post a bet. The second thing is, I want to change gears, if I may, to the role as technical committee. So I mean, people spoke about referees and coaching. That's impatient of debate. That if you improve training or teachers as we do in schools and stuff like that, you would get a better end product. I want to shift gears. I don't want to repeat. Let me start. Mr. Speid, explain the absence. I've asked twice this year about why it is that Jamaica does not have an under-23 squad that camps regularly and plays friendlies regularly that serve as a feeder into the national program. Right?
So coming up this next year, January, February, for the third time in 3 years, we're going to be looking at all the young players that we have in Jamaica and the ones that are available in the Americas. And there will be training camps, numerous. There will be games all of that is in the pipeline, and we have done that 2 years in a row, and we'll be doing it again before the next FIFA window. So that is the period of time we'll be looking at those young players. But it will not be an under 23 squad. It will be just the best players that we think can play in 2030.
So again, I'm going to put it on record, Eddie Teagat, Mr. Speid, that is one of the big weaknesses that we don't have. That we have.
We don't have any money to fund that team. So let me tell you up front, we don't have any money to fund that team.
And if I put on the table, when you go to the Olympics, it's an under 23 team, unless the rules have changed drastically.
In CONCACAF is the under 20 team that qualify for the Olympics last time.
No, man, if you hear me out, I said it's the under 23 team that plays in the Olympics, right? CONCACAF has its own way of qualifying in terms of using the under 20, but it's an under 23 team that plays in the Olympics. And I think that has a massive gap, not having the...
You might be right, but there's no budget for it. I'm just telling you plain, you might be right. There's no budget for it. We have 11 national teams, and only one of the team make money. No other team make money except the senior regular boys.
That's always the issue.
That's always the issue. You understand? Yeah. Always the issue. Just Speid, before you go, just one more question. You understand? 2 hours.
One after you, Tiga.
2 hours almost in the show. One of our the national striker for us, also for West Ham, Mikel Antonio, you know, met in that horror accident and stuff like that. Have you spoken to the player? Any latest update with the player? I saw something come up.
Not me. I don't.
Oh yeah, definitely. The JF. Sorry.
Yeah, as far as I know, the coach would be the one who has been in touch with him. I think the coach and the president. I haven't spoken to him. I haven't asked him in details. I've asked the coach for a summary, and he has given me a summary of the player. But he's the one who would be in touch with the player. I haven't spoken with him.
Definitely. It's
just rolling up, just a follow up to that, because that's what I was going to ask T-God.
Okay.
Got no time shot. Knowing that the player is going to be out for at least a year, that's what the media reports in England says. Season ended. In terms of the technical committee, and as the head of that technical committee, I want to ask about a couple of players and how we move towards filling the gap in the big number 9 booth. And the first one would be the players that I know that are on the bubble who are playing at that elite level would be Cameron Archer at Southampton, Keenan Davis, I think at Udinese there. I'm talking elite strikers though in Italy, and there pretty much isn't any other one except Ellis Sims, which I know there's a problem with him differently, so I won't put that on the JFF at all. And the name that you guys love to hear, Carlan Grant at West Brom. But certainly the 2 elite players, Cameron Archer and Keenan Davis, have you assessed a depth chart? And if so, what are the moves that would be made by the technical committee via the
May you always go over this argument, all right? You keep on asking me the same question, but I'll put it another way. If you have a dog, you don't bark, you know. And that's not my job to pick players. I don't look here.
I pick players and I ask about the assessment. No, man.
I don't need to assess players because I'm not picking them. It's the coach job that I'm not doing the coach job.
You know him, I got to say that, Keterak. You know him.
I'm not picking the coach job.
But
the technical committee doesn't have a depth chart, and the technical committee doesn't do its assessment.
No, we don't assess players. We assess coach.
Coaches. Yeah, because you know that his position is not to assess players.
It's to assess coach.
Yeah. Me never say the technical director call the players and say we have a fire.
No. If you look at the Premier League structure, you have a director of football, which is the equivalent to our technical director. And
but I'm not the technical director, you know, which is the next mistake I make.
No, that's a mistake. You are correct. But the technical director sits on your committee.
Yes, to answer question.
Okay.
Right, definitely. All right. So I want to.
What it? Since you say assess the coach, what's the latest
Nah,
on the
Jesus.
coach
The grade.
performance? What's the grade? It's been what?
Really?
3 windows now. What is your grade for the coach?
They really think me that tell you.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
me not answer to you. I bored me answer to.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So definitely. All right.
He's good then. He's good. He's good.
Definitely. All right. So I want to thank Mr. Speid, my good friend. You understand, to come on. I know I'm not telling the people. Mr. Speid is a good friend of mine. I'm not gonna really pressure him to come on the show, the one day, but when I feel I need, you understand, for ask him to come on. And him not gonna tell me no. Definitely, him not gonna tell me no. You understand? He will come on and answer as many questions as he want, and it will be very fair. You understand? So I want to thank Mr. Speid for coming on the show. Some good clarification. I want to congratulate him again. You understand? On his win and the future game against Inter Miami or Kansas City.
Good.
You understand? Good. Kansas City. People just stay in tune and want to support Cavaliers to the fullest. They might not be a Cavaliers fan, but support Cavaliers in this adventure. It's good for the league.
Stadium.
Yeah, it is good for the league. You understand? So let's support Cavaliers.
Just to say the date, March 13. March 13.
March 13. Don't forget that day. Write that date down. Yeah, write that date down, people. Write that date down. March 13. You understand? Cavaliers versus either Kansas City or Inter Miami. Yeah, so bless up, Mr. Speid. Bless up 433 Presser. Bless up Jason Guna. You understand? That came on the show with some strong question. You understand? I want to bless up Cataract. You understand? For coming on the show. Eddie Guna, T-Got. You understand? Sports DTM. Eddie Vision. Want to say, remember to tell a friend so that friend could tell another friend and that friend could tell another friend on the time. Mr. Speid. Big up, Mr. Speid. You understand? For taking time. You understand? For coming on the show. Season greetings to everybody. You understand? Big up everybody in the comment section. All right. God has big up yourself. Conrad, big up yourself. Mindset, big up yourself. You understand? Everybody in the comment section, big up yourself. And thank you for joining us for another late tackle. You understand? Have a wonderful Saturday evening. Be blessed.